The BFG
The Bound for Glory series.
The BFG series.
It's what drives me.
It's what drives me.
It's what drives me.
It's what drives me.
I will rise to new heights.
I will rise to new heights.
I will rise to new heights.
And main event, the biggest show.
And main event, the biggest show of my life.
On September 11th, the final 4 men will battle to determine the main event at Bound for Glory. TNA Wrestling and Direct Auto Insurance present No Surrender. Live September 11th, only on pay-per-view.
What's up, you guys? Perry the Entertainer here, giving you guys another video, giving you guys TNA No Surrender 2011 recap. Going to be giving you guys match results, my thoughts and opinions on the show, and of course, just my reaction, basically. Now, before I start, a few things. They did a really cool thing at the beginning of the show with the 9/11 thing. All the superstars were out, well, most of them were out there. Rosita, I don't know exactly why, but it's because her father was an amateur wrestler or something, died in the Twin Towers attack. So, and I didn't exactly understand that. I'm like, she's in Mexican America. Why are you going to have that happen? But whatever. That was just really cool, though. I thought that was a cool thing seeing TNA do that sort of thing. I don't think they've done that before. If they have, post a video response. If they have, I don't know if they have, besides singing. I mean, that's really it. Another thing, I hope you guys enjoyed the promo. Like I said, I'm going to be doing those for most to all of my next pay-per-view things. I will definitely do it next week. I will definitely do it for Night of Champions next week. So, anyway, let's not waste a single minute. Let's start this video, and even though we did already. Anyway, let's start this. So the first match, Jesse Sorensen versus Kid Cash in a #1 contenders match for the X Division title. I thought this was probably the best match of the night at a point, because there were a few matches I thought it didn't go as well. Kid Cash, it looked like he dropped Sorensen on his head. There was a point where he basically did a little brain buster, but it looked like he snapped his neck. It didn't look good at all. But Sorensen came out with the win. I don't know exactly how, because I think I was getting my food at the time. But yes, I had a burger, and it was delicious. So, basically, he gets a X Division Championship match, I think, at probably the next pay-per-view, which is obviously Bound for Glory, against the X Division Champion, who I will tell you about in a second. Second match of the night was a Bound for Glory semifinal, semifinal match between James Storm and Bully Ray. Now, this match was interesting. I will say interesting because there were a few points, I think I remember in my recap, or my predictions, that it could go either way. But I predicted Roode and Bully Ray to win. And Bully Ray got the win via disqualification. He actually made Bully Ray tap out, but he got disqualified for spitting beer in the referee's eyes. Now, a couple things, like going back to the #1 contendership match. I remember when Billy Gunn used to use that move. I think hopefully you guys know who Billy Gunn is. The New Age Outlaws from WWE, WWF, basically. He used to use a brain buster for a while, and he would, that'd be it. Austin Aries does the same thing. Kid Cash does it, and nothing. I mean, come on. And then the same thing here. James Storm put an armbar on, but when Del Rio puts on that cross arm breaker, that's it. You know it. So why are moves in TNA, less dangerous than they are in the WWE? I mean, I really don't get that. I don't know if that's like, oh, it's not a special move, that's why. No, I don't know exactly why they do that, but whatever. Very interesting match here. So that's about all I can say in that one. Third match of the night was the TNA Women's Championship match, Winter versus the champion, Mickie James. Can this match get any worse? I mean, terrible wrestling. Seriously, Mickie James looked like freaking Wonder Woman on heroin at a point. I mean, seriously, she didn't look like she knew what the fuck she was doing. Thank God she didn't walk out with the championship. Yep, Winter won her title back. I don't know exactly why they would do that sort of thing. Maybe just to put a women's championship match on the card. I don't know exactly why they would do that, though. But we've seen it happen plenty of times before in WWE and in TNA, so it's not something. It's not a single thing that WWE or TNA has just done. So that's about it for that one. Fourth match was a tag team match for the tag team championships. The Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, and Brother Devon versus Mexican America Hernandez and Anarquia. I can't say his name right. But anyway, this match was actually very good for a tag team match. I'm not the biggest fan of tag team matches. I don't even like mentioning them on TV. So, let alone even mentioning them on a pay-per-view, really surprises me. I definitely enjoyed this match. There was a point in the match where Pope was out on the side of the ring or something, and Rosita was distracting Pope. Pope just turns her around and plants a kiss on her. I'm like, oh my god, that's funny. There's a point where they were spanking him too, and I thought that was funny. That was so funny. But it was very disappointing not seeing them win. Anarquia, right? Yeah, I think he got the pin on the Pope while Sarita and Rosita held down the Pope's leg so he couldn't get any leverage to get his arm up. And that was basically it. Mexican America stays your tag team champions, and I was wrong on one, which is the next one. Matt Morgan versus Samoa Joe. This match was definitely not what I was expecting. I was expecting a whole lot more. I didn't expect to see Matt Morgan just completely destroy Samoa Joe tonight. Yes, Matt Morgan basically destroyed Samoa Joe. I mean, that's like if next week they just let Orton beat Henry clean, just straight up. Mark Henry gets no offense whatsoever. Samoa Joe got a few seconds of offense, but that was just about it. So I really didn't understand why they would do that sort of thing. Why they would push Samoa Joe to a point where you don't give him a win. You're not going to let him win against Matt Morgan. But and all in all, as soon as I kind of thought about it, it was cool seeing Matt Morgan win, I guess. Hopefully this boosts him more into the main event scene, put him back in that main event scene that he was when he left Fortune, the heel group, the heel Fortune, not the face Fortune now, when he left the heel Fortune, that main eventer. You remember that main eventer, the one that that Jeff Hardy faced at Turning Point. Anyway, next match of the night was a Bound for Glory Series semifinal, Bobby Roode versus Gunner, and oh my god, You guys have to listen to me when I tell you this. This crowd was so... You can't tell me it was dead. It was well alive. It was very alive. Especially towards the last part of the match, which was when Bobby Roode needed 10 points to tie with Bully Ray. And only way to get 10 points is to make his opponent tap out, which he did. He used the crossface. I was about to use the crippler crossface, but... not a very good thing. You guys already know why, I think. But whatever. Anyway, he won with a crossface. Got the 10 points. Tied with Bully Ray. Eric Bischoff comes out and announces Bully Ray versus Robert Roode later on in the night after this match. So... This night tonight was very good. I don't know well, it's possible. I think it's done. It's been done before. I think Night of Champions could possibly beat it. Not even possibly. I think it could beat it. But WWE hasn't had that very good pay-per-views as of late. Capital Punishment. Anyway, that hurt. Just kidding. Anyway. Next match of the night was a TNA X Division Championship match, Austin Aries versus the champion, Brian Kendrick. Now, I said earlier on that the Jesse Sorensen Kid Cash match was the best match of the night. This was the best match of the night. That one was a match at the point. There were high-flying, great wrestling moves, everything. And you guys know how big of a fan I am of Austin Aries. And to see him win the X Division Championship was great. It was a great... kind of twist. It was great to see him. Granted, I think it's his first month with the company, and he's already a champion. Seriously, that's amazing. Wade Barrett took a year to get his championship. Oh my god. low-key didn't even get his championship. He lost against Dolph Ziggler at Survivor Series. I don't think Caitlyn got one. I think she just got a contract. Who won the fourth? Johnny Curtis didn't even use his. I mean, come on, but whatever. So then that was it. And right here was when I said this crowd was alive. Gunner versus, or not Gunner, Bully Ray versus Robert Roode. Oh my god, I only listened to the match because my computer was being fucky. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened. I couldn't watch the match, but I could listen to it. I didn't know exactly why, but whatever. I found out later, I just had to refresh the page, but whatever. It was up there, I was listening to it, and all I heard were chants going, "Let's go, Bobby," or "Beer! Money!" There'd be like two people screaming beer, and then the rest of the crowd would just scream money. And I'm like, that's an enormous fan base. I mean, seriously, imagine when Bound for Glory comes along, when one of these two guys goes to Pittsburgh and gets a shot at the world champion. Imagine that crowd response. If this one in Orlando was big, imagine the one in Pittsburgh. Just letting you putting that out there. But whatever, your winner, the Spine Buster, I think it was a Spine Buster. I think that's what today said. Bobby Roode. Yes, Bobby Roode is your Bound for Glory Series final champion. Whew, that took a mouthful. That was a great thing, great way to put off a career. Basically, we can't say this is exactly like. I'm gonna go a little bit of history, folks. I'm gonna go back in time. Back in, I don't remember exactly the year, but when ECW had their first pay-per-view, their original ECW, I think it was Barely Legal, when Terry Funk won the ECW championship from Raven. After 2 matches, he had a triple threat match, a 3-way dance with Stevie Richards and the Sandman. And he got a win over, I think, Stevie Richards. And then Raven came out. He got the win on Raven, got the world title, basically like that. It was great seeing that. And it could possibly happen to Bobby Roode. I don't know exactly how long he's been, but that's how many years in the making. He's heel or a face, you have to love the guy. It doesn't matter if you like him as a face, you don't like him as a heel. He's here to stay. But anyway, I'll talk about that another time. World Championship match, Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson, and Sting. Disappointing match. I mean, I really was expecting a whole lot more. They build this whole match surrounded on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Now, one problem I had with this match, why bring in Anderson if you have him have two minutes of offense? I mean, seriously, him and Sting basically wailed on Kurt Angle really? Come on. That was one of my main problems with it, but whatever. Match ended with Angle throwing Sting into a barricade, which apparently had Hulk Hogan on the other side. Hulk Hogan, I think, sprayed water, I don't know exactly what that was. In Sting's eyes, Sting basically went back in the ring, ate an Angle slam, covers 1, 2, 3, match over. Kurt Angle is still your TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Am I surprised? No. I expected that. I mean, granted, I was right on just about 90% of this entire pay-per-view. Now, one thing, Jeff Hardy didn't show up, but whatever. Overall, it was a fine pay-per-view. Definitely an improvement from Hardcore Justice. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10, maybe a 7. I'll be happy. Whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video, subscribe, comment, and do whatever you like to do. That'll do it for me, guys. Perry the Entertainer signing off. Peace out. 9/17/11. Be there.